Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rapper, busy man shit, nigga. They take their head over, nigga. I bet when Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no hoe lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Circle up and stay alert. Another cop can stretch the nigga. He ain't demon, it's an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gonna get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers can they spin, I ain't listening. Is it effective? If revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jake. So Tower War, we gon' run the summer. It's gonna be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't even do that. Bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this block and call it young baby. How you real triggering on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cow leader? When he saying something, I ain't hear. This shit like it ain't about who got this gun, it's about who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. 6 shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand that feeds you, you'll never get that hand back. He bitching about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. A certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, out with that hollow sign, yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my brain, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get it, boy, lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
You good?
All right, clap it up. Shalom, nigga. Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Sorry, 1 West 125th Street, Hall, New York, under the Commander Yahanna. Today is the opening of the Feast of Purim. All right, so we're gonna get into that. We're gonna learn something today. If you pay attention, if not, Lord bless you. All right, give it. Somebody pull the verse. You know where's that? In Esther. Let's start at verse 1. Yeah. I got a microphone down there, right? You good? Go ahead. Somebody check the audio too online.
It's the wall.
It's the wall? All right, go ahead. Y'all got it? What's going on? Y'all don't need to put it on the screen if y'all don't need to. It's slowing things down. I'll suggest another brother read while another brother put on the screen.
That's good. Yeah, I can't find it.
This is the book of Esther, chapter 1, verse 1.
Oh.
Now it came to pass in the days of Ahasuerus. This is Ahasuerus, which reigned from India even unto Ethiopia, over 107 and 20 provinces.
Now, y'all know who this is? Somebody look it up. This is another part in the Bible that proves it's real. Pull up. Somebody, first person get it, tell me who this is. I got it?
King of Persia.
Who got it?
Kawakai. It's Ahasuerus, often spelled Ahasuerus is a king mentioned in the Bible, especially in the book of Esther. He is widely identified with Xerxes.
Xerxes. Y'all know what that is, right?
Come on.
Okay, this is Xerxes. So who's not ruling?
We are.
We're not.
Right.
So this is us under somebody else's kingdom and empire. That's the first thing you need to know before you read this, all right? We're not in our kingdom, we're not in our empire. We don't have a king ruling. It's just like today. Today we have Donald Trump ruling over us, and we're not ruling. Keep going.
Verse 2. That in those days when the king Ahasuerus sat on the throne of his kingdom, which was in Shushan, the palace. Verse 3. In the 3rd year of his reign, he made a feast unto all his princes and his servants. The power of Persia and Media, the nobles and princes of the provinces being before him.
Same way you see Donald Trump and he invite these world leaders over to come to the White House, the exact same thing. Why? Because Xerxes had all the complete power. And this is what powerful people did. Who knows what they talked about, but he invited them to have a feast. Right? Keep going.
Verse 4. When he shewed the riches of his glorious kingdom and the honor of his excellent majesty many days, even 180 days.
What he did? Read it again.
When he shewed the riches of his glorious kingdom and the honor of his excellent majesty many days.
So what did he do? When these people came over here, what did he do? Raphael?
He showed off the riches of his kingdom, and also we was under him.
Yeah, he showed off the riches.
Right.
That's what people do. Donald Trump, I think he was making the White House, got that ballroom all gold. These things people do when they showed off to other leaders. Look at all these things I got off of slavery. Look at all these things I got through the how much I'm oppressing Black and Latinos. That's what rich men do. Rich men boast on work they did not put their hands on. You work, you build something, yet they're the ones boasting about it. Now you have all these world leaders. Look at all this, man. Look at this, yeah. See this White House, man. You know, slaves built this. You should get into the business of slavery. I'm just saying. Get your White House. That's all I'm saying. Keep going.
Verse 5. And when these days were expired, the king made a feast unto all the people that were present in Shushan, the palace, both unto great and small. 7 days in the court of the garden of the king's palace. Verse 6. Where were white, green, and blue hangings fastened with cords of fine linen, and purple to silver rings and pillars of marble.
Now, why is it talking about the colors? This is a sign of wealth. Back then, not everybody was able to afford these certain colors, especially purple. Purple was a color that's like only rich people have the ability to wear. Right. So now he has all these things going on just to show his wealth, how powerful he is. You understand? Keep going.
And pillars of marble. Mm-hmm. The beds were of gold and silver, mm-hmm, upon a pavement of red and blue and white and black marble. Verse 7. And they gave them drink in vessels of gold, the vessels being diverse one from another, and royal wine in abundance according to the state of the king. Verse 8.
He gave some of that royal wine. Keep going.
Verse 8. And the drinking was according to the law. None did compel. For so the king had appointed to all the officers of his house that they should do according to every man's pleasure.
What does that mean? Diane?
They were doing whatever they wanted to.
Yeah, give them a hand. That's what they did. He invited all these people. He had good wine, good food. He said, do what thou wilt. Have a good time. Just imagine what was going on at that time. I just imagine during the time of Rome. The time we're in right now, this is the Persians and the Medes. Right? This is when the Persians was ruling. But every empire ruled and they just did what was according to their law. Their laws was in the laws of God. I think in America right now, it's legal to be a transgender, right?
Right.
You know, we're getting surgery. This is what they call being in their law. It's not against America's laws to, be gay. So I could just imagine what was in their laws, being the Persians and the Medes. They did what was according to their law. Right. Probably nothing. They just did whatever they could, whatever they wanted to do. Keep going.
Verse 9. Also, Vashti, the queen, made a feast for the woman in the royal house, which belonged to Ahasuerus. Verse 10, on the seventh day, when the heart of the king was merry with wine, he commanded Mehuman, Bista, Harbona, Bigtha, and Abagtha, Zadar, and Karsis, the seven chamberlains that served in the presence of Ahasuerus the king, to bring Vashti, the queen, before the king with the crown royal, to shew the people and the princess her beauty, for she was fair to look on. Verse 12, but the queen Vashti refused to come at the king's commandment by his chamberlains. Therefore was the king very wroth, and his anger burned in him.
Who that sound like? Think about today. Think about a rich man, and if somebody tells a rich man no. Imagine that. Imagine we just got done reading about all these things this man has, and his woman had, because she's a woman, she said no. Let's remember that. All she said was no. I'm not coming. I don't feel like coming right now. You got to put your mind. You got to start to realize how rich men think. You can't tell them no. Your body doesn't belong to you when you're dealing with rich men. Your life doesn't. Keep going.
Come, verse 13. Then the king said to the wise men, which knew the times, for so was the king's manner toward all that knew law and judgment. Verse 14. And the next unto him was Karshina, Shathar, Adamatha, Tarshish, Maris, Marcina, and Mamakun, the seven princes of Persia and Media, which saw the king's face, and which sat the first in the kingdom. Verse 15.
Now imagine this. You see what's going on, right? He's getting embarrassed. And God forbid an insecure man gets embarrassed. Think about in life, some woman embarrass her husband, what he's going to do? Especially a white man. What is he going to do? Going to smack in the face. Right. This is what type of men rule. So this woman tells him, no, he's with the seven princes. He's with the strongest men in the nation. And he's like, man, you got all this gold. You got these vegetables, this wine. We're having a good time. It doesn't allow you to control your household. That's his weakness right there. Something that he can't control. So now he's like, you can't control your house, though. Imagine how angry that would make somebody feel, which is what plagues our community, because women don't want to submit to their husbands. So you could gain so much different things. You could have healthy kids. You can have a life, you don't worry about money. But the thing that will always make a man angry is if your wife do not listen. That's like the chink in your armor. You can have everything in life. No money problems, no health issues. Let your wife disrespect you. Then you're gonna find out that all the other things you have does not matter. This is what he's realizing right now. Keep going.
Come, verse 15. What shall we do unto the queen Vashti according to law? Because she has not performed the commandment of the king Ahasuerus by the chamberlains. Verse 16. And Mamakun answered before the king and the princes, Vashti the queen had not done wrong to the king only, but also to all the princes.
So why? Okay, she said no to him, but how she did wrong to all the other princes? Rapayah?
Sluggish if I could, because their wives were there too, for sure.
So what their wives got to do about it? Their wives didn't say no.
Them watching the king, the man with the highest power in the country's wife, not listening to him is going to show these women whose men aren't in such a high position that they don't have to listen to them if she's not going to listen to the king. Exactly.
This should let you know, if you're a woman out there, this should let you know that money does not buy happiness. Why this woman did not go when she was called? Seems like she was not happy. He was trying to show her off, though. He had anything she could have dreamed of, he could have gave it to her. But yet she said no. Money does not buy happiness, yet everybody thinks it does. And these men understood something. These men understood how important role models are, how important leadership is. How many of y'all growing up wanted to be like somebody? Everybody wanted to be like some type of gangster. Who's that rapper they found out was doing crazy stuff? Who's some rapper? God forbid NBA YoungBoy comes out being gay. If NBA YoungBoy comes out being gay, people are going to kill themselves. Why? Because NBA YoungBoy is their leader. It's who they follow after. So now you imagine sisters in the world, somebody they would die behind. Like Cardi B. Give me a better one. What's a better one? Beyonce. Nicki Minaj. Beyonce, Nicki Minaj has what she called the help me out, man. The Beehive is Beyonce. The Barbs. The Barbs. That's who you fighting. You raising a daughter, you fighting her. She only got two choices in life. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, daughter, she either gonna be a bar, she gonna be part of the Beehive. That's it. You better turn and face the east, make sure she's not neither of those things. But that's what you're battling. Why? Because the position she sits in. How you gonna tell somebody like, how you gonna say God's not with Beyonce? You tell your grandmother right now, yeah, God hates Beyonce, grandma. How? How you know God does not hate you? You poor. You just got part of your job. Beyonce got a good life. How is she not blessed by God? How is she not? How is, what's the one, Nicki Minaj? How is God not with her? You see all these things they have? Now imagine if Nicki Minaj and Beyonce did right in life with all they had, with all their riches. Like our lives have steadily been trying to find somebody who doesn't have what we have, but yet still has a good conduct. See, that's what we thought MLK was. We thought MLK was, damn, man, this man, he has all this, and he's still a good person. We've been searching for it. We've been searching for it for so long, we don't think it exists anymore. We do not think it exists. So now you have our women over there looking up to Cardi B. Who's another role model for women? Sexy Red. Oh my goodness. Sexy Red. I'm part of blame with that. She got good music to me. I gotta stop listening. I gotta boycott Sexy Red. But they listen to Sexy Red. That's what they do. And whenever Sexy Red happens in her life, they be like, hey, look, hey, you see Sexy Red ain't with old boy no more. I'm like, what do I care? I got bills. Who do I care what celebrity sleep with who? Who do I care is Cardi B's next baby father? We don't care, but we look at them because that's all we have to look to. What else we gonna look to? Go ahead, Diane. Mm-hmm.
Just to further your point, the Bad Girls Club.
Oh my God, don't say that too loud. Right. I know a couple people here who watch Bad Girls Club. I ain't gonna say no name. I ain't gonna say no name. But they watch Bad Girls Club, and it's prime time television, man. Prime time. They do it, they watch it, they love it. And they research the person's lives. And you make bonds with people you ain't never met before. You look at these people, man, look at this girl, man. She's making it, man. She's fighting. She's standing on business. Now, whatever decision she make, you're going to make. A lot of y'all think y'all have free will in this life. We don't. Whatever you see in your timeline is the decisions you're going to make. You're going to watch an episode of Bad Girls Club, and it's going to dictate your whole entire personality. You're going to come home and do whatever you see on Bad Girls Club. Do whatever you see. What's that blog post? Help me out. Not Say Cheese. They probably know what Say Cheese is. No, it's another one. No Jump is another one. What's the main one? No, it's the main one. Y'all saying young one. Shade Room? No, it's almost there. Breakfast? It might be the breakfast. No. Somebody won't show his age with that one. Yeah, I think it is. Y'all know the point. That's where you get your news. That's where you get your life from. That's where you get your life from. You go home, shade room, like, damn, how am I feeling today? Okay, I'm gonna be angry at 5 o'clock. That's what I'm gonna do. These men understood that they couldn't allow this to happen. Because if they allowed this to happen, they couldn't offer their wives what Xerxes could have offered their wives. I can't. What could she not have? She has the most powerful husband in the nation, and she is not happy. What can I offer you? I can't offer you nothing. They understood that because she said no, then their wives would say no. Who else their wives gonna look at? You gonna tell your wife, yeah, man, I just want you to look at your role models. I want you to look up to that, your that poor girl down the street. Nobody has poor role models. Show me one person with a poor role model. Nobody has poor role models. Nobody. And this is the issue. Keep going.
Vashti the queen hath not done wrong to the king only, but also to all the princes and to all the people that are in all the provinces of the king Ahasuerus.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 17. For this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women, so that they shall despise their husbands in their eyes.
They should do what?
Despise their husbands in their eyes.
Why do they despise their husbands? Because of another couple. They don't despise their husbands because of what their husband did. They despise their husbands because they're looking to another couple to get their happiness. You're never going to find happiness. You're looking at Cardi B, Stephon Diggs, about how their relationship going. Or you only good with your husband when Cardi B good with her husband. That's it. Cardi B is good. It's time to be in a good relationship. She out the relationship. It's time for me to be out the relationship. You're about 30, 35 years old, battling depression because you don't know what true happiness is, because your happiness has been Cardi B happiness. Your happiness is Beyonce happiness. If Beyonce hated her husband, I damn near when she hated Jay-Z. What that album she dropped? No, that's what about Jay-Z? She dropped Lemonade. I guarantee all you women hated your husbands. That's it, man. You can't trust these niggas, man. Can't trust these niggas, man. You live your life based on another person that's not living righteous according to God. The world has been flipped upside down. You agreed with it. Imagine you drinking a cup and somebody pour you a cup and they turn it upside down. How you gonna drink out the cup? You've been lied to. Now you believe, well, I guess the cup just goes that way. I said, I gotta drink from it. Everybody else is drinking from it. Our lives has been just accepting death. That's it. Accepting death so much where when somebody offers you life, it's so abnormal. It's something that you cannot choose to do. You understand? Keep going. What's up?
So that they shall despise their husbands in their eyes. When it shall be reported, the king Ahasuerus commanded Vashti the queen to be brought in before him, but she came not.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 18. Likewise shall the ladies of Persia and Media say this day unto all the king's princes which have heard of the deed of the queen. Thus shall there arise too much contempt and wrath. Verse 19. If it please the king, let there go a royal commandment from him, and let it be written among the laws of the Persians and the Medes, that it be not altered, that Vashti come no more before King Ahasuerus, and let the king give her royal estate unto another that is better than she.
Is what?
Better than she.
So what happened? Anybody? Go ahead.
The king is going to give her position and power to another woman because she knows how to listen.
You're going to give him another wife, right? Mm-hmm. So what's the issue? You a sister. What does that tell you? I find this thing about women all the time. Women are the cause of their own pain. The thing that you're trying to stop to happen, everything you do is going to make it happen. It's going to happen. Anything you hate your husband for, what that girl name was? Vashti? You're going to do what Vashti did. You mad about your husband, he's going to leave, he's gone for the weekend, so you're going to give him a silent treatment. You mad because your husband's not talking to you, so you're not going to talk to him. Right. Don't you understand it? You don't know how to fight. The more you fight, the more you're going to lose. If you're mad because your husband's not talking to you, then why would you try to stop talking to him? What's the end goal to that? You're not getting what you want. It's that simple. In your mind, you think that you got to fight in a way that's going to harm you. And that's what happened to women. Women right now, good man. Let your husband go get another woman. Guess what a woman's going to do? Go ahead.
She's going to leave, sir.
She's going to leave. And guess what she didn't want? Guess why she was scared for you to get another woman? That's why she's scared for you to get another woman.
So like, is it because she didn't want you to stop paying attention to her?
You got to go ahead. If you're scared your husband's going to get another woman, it means that, he's not going to have enough time for you. Then why would you leave him when he does it? You get my point. There's nothing a woman could do that was going to harm her at the end. Every way you choose to fight, you're fighting against your will. You want your husband to be around, but you're going to leave him. You want to talk to your husband, but you're going to give him the silent treatment. You want your husband to be nice, but you're going to be rude. You want your husband to listen, but you're not going to. Any way you try to fight, you're going to be going against your own will. Who knows why this woman was mad? She said, we're having a good time. She's rich. She's drinking wine. She's with all her girlfriends, and she decided to say no to the most powerful man they could have gave her the world. She probably was mad that day simply because, some reason he left his shoes in the wrong spot. Because he wasn't communicating. He said he was going to be here at 5 o'clock. He came home at 5:30. Now she's saying no. Now she doesn't have a husband no more. She doesn't have a husband no more. The things she was mad about end up happening from her trying to prevent it. You understand? And there's no more, in certain things in life, the more you get older, the more you realize your decisions stop having second chances. You might make a decision in life and you cannot go back. It's gonna haunt you for the rest of your life. And you're gonna battle so much depression. I look at people who fought in the military, and people who fought in the military come home and fight suicide because they fought in the military at such a young age. They were just so aggressive, they killed in what they thought in the name of God. They got home, got into politics, and realized the people they wanted to go kill for were just evil pedophiles. You know what happens? They regret going and killing innocent people on behalf of pedophiles. You know what it caused? Depression. You sisters out there, you're going to leave a good man, you're going to get depressed around 32 and wishing you can have him back. You don't want to make a decision in life off of a temporary emotion. You're mad right now, you won't be mad tomorrow. You're jealous right now, you won't be jealous next week. The only thing that's guaranteed in life is that things are going to change. It's the only thing you can guarantee in life. However you feel right now is going to change. Whatever pain you're going through right now is going to change. Just do what God says to do. You'll be okay. Keep going.
Verse 20. Mm-hmm. And when the king's decree which he shall make shall be published throughout all his empire, for it is great. Mm-hmm. All the wives shall give to their husbands honor, mm-hmm. both to great and small. Mm-hmm. Verse 21. And the same pleased the king and the princes. And the king did according to the word.
Go to chapter 2.
Mm-hmm. This is the book of Esther, chapter 2, verse 1. Mm-hmm. After these things, when the wrath of King Ahasuerus was appeased.
Meaning what? Just look at what appeased means. Go ahead.
You want the definition of it?
Yeah, what do it mean? Or if you just have it paraphrased.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Appease, pacify, or.
So he's pacify. That's a good word. So he's not mad no more. Realize it. This is most men. Most men, you say something, a woman say something hurtful, we just brush it off. Keep going. And this is wisdom to some women. This is wisdom to sisters out there. Go ahead.
When the wrath of King Ahasuerus was appeased, he remembered Vashti and what she had done.
She remembered what?
He remembered Vashti and what she had done.
So this is wisdom for you sisters out there. You should watch your mouth. The reason you should watch your mouth is because your husband being a good man, he's going to forgive you. But him being a man is going to remember what you did. Just like you remember what he did, 5 years ago? You remember what your husband did in the world? Now he comes and says he's a new man and you don't believe him? Yeah, but what you did 5 years ago, it just, I just can't get right with it. Listen, so now, this is the part that bothers me. You get mad at your husband for what he's not doing, but you're going to find a man who's not doing it either. This was going to happen. Oh, he doesn't, he has money issues. So you're going to go still sleep with a man who's not paying your bills. That's what's going to happen.
Right.
So you remember all these things and do all these things, but you never think how. Man, my husband's a human too. When my husband say things that hurt me, I never thought that the things I say might hurt him. It might change the way he moves. So now when he was appeased, when he's in a good mood, He's thinking about what this girl did to him. I mean, they had to have some type of affection for her. Only a woman you love and you actually feel for could make you have a good day turn bad. You think, well, why would she say this thing? Why would she say something like this? And you think to yourself, like, damn, man, she's not the woman I thought she was. We should all just learn how to watch our mouth. If you're a woman, you're a sister, you should learn how to speak to your husband. If you're a man, you should learn how to speak to your wife. We should learn how to just live together without hating each other. We should learn how to live together without fighting each other. You understand? How about we can't just love each other? How about I can't just fight the evils in today and go home and just love the person that God gave me? Fighting against my spouse, fighting against my husband, my wife, is fighting against God. Right. Keep going.
And what she had done, and what was decreed against her. Verse 2. Then said the king's servant that ministered unto him, let there be fair young virgins sought for the king.
Drop down to verse 8. So now what we have right now. So now what's the name? Vashti. Vashti disrespected Xerxes. He wasn't having it. He forgot about it. Remembered it again. He's like, you know what? I'm about to find me somebody else. And these people helped him out. Go find me a good, beautiful woman who listens. That's what we have right now. Keep going.
Verse 8. So it came to pass when the king's commandment and his decree was heard, and when many maidens were gathered together unto Shushan, the palace, to the custody of Haggai, that Esther was brought also unto the king's house, to the custody of Haggai, keeper of the woman.
What about verse 7? I think I skipped over it.
Verse 7. And he brought up Hadassah, that is Esther, his uncle's daughter, for she had neither father nor mother, and the maid was fair.
Go up to verse 5. We can talk about Mordecai.
Verse 5. Now in Shushan, the palace, there was a certain Jew whose name was Mordecai, the son of Jair, the son of Shemai, the son of Kish, a Benjamite. Verse 6. Who had been carried away from Jerusalem with the captivity, which had been carried away with Jeconiah, king of Judah, whom Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, had carried away. Verse 7. And he brought up Hadassah.
So remember this. So now the Babylonians, they conquered us, right? So we went to captivity under them. The way nations work. So now imagine we under Babylonian rule, but the Persians and the Medes came up, and who did they conquer? The Babylonians. We belong to the Babylonians like some property.
His uncle's daughter, for she had neither father nor mother, and the maid was fair and beautiful, whom Mordecai. Verse 8. So it came to pass when the king's commandment and his decree was heard, and when many maidens were gathered together unto that Esther was brought also unto the king's house, to the custody of Haggai. Verse 9. And the maiden pleased him, and she obtained kindness of him, and he speedily gathered her things for purification, with such things as belonged to her, and 7 maidens her maids unto the best place of the house of the woman. Verse 10. Esther had not shewed her people nor her kindred, for Mordecai had charged her that she should not shew it.
What does that mean?
So like, sir, if I could, is he saying that she didn't tell him she was an Israelite?
Exactly. Get right by your other hand. Don't tell them this yet. Don't tell them you're a Jew yet. You're gonna find out why. Go ahead.
Verse 11. And Mordecai walked every day before the court of the woman's house to know how Esther did and what should become of her. Verse 12. Now when every maid's turn was come to go into the king Ahasuerus.
You're gonna say Xerxes.
After that, she had been 12 months, according to the manner of the woman. For so were the days of their purifications accomplished. To wit, 6 months with oil of myrrh, and 6 months with sweet odors, and with other things for the purifying of the woman. Verse 13.
Now look at verse 15.
Verse 15. Now when the turn of Esther, the daughter of Abihal, the uncle of Mordecai, who I taken, but what Haggai and keeper of the woman appointed, and Esther obtained favor in the sight of all them that looked upon her. Verse 16. So Esther was taken unto King Xerxes into his house, royal in the 10th month.
What verse you at?
Verse 16.
All right.
Month, which is the month Tebeth, in the 7th month, in the 7th year of his reign. Verse 17. And the king loved Esther above all the women, and she obtained grace and favor in his sight more than all the virgins, so that he set the royal crown upon her head and made her queen instead of Vashti.
What just happened just now?
She replaced
Vashti. Why though? Why?
She was more feminine than her.
She was a better woman. And that's not that hard. It's easy. I don't know why. It's hard. It's easy in 2026. This is the year of the woman, of the good woman. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to use. Look, who could be the hits? Cardi B, come on, man. The bar is pretty low right now to be a good woman. You could be a good woman. This woman, she didn't win him over how most women try to win men over, by sex. Man, remember this. She was put away for 12 months. Did that because of her personality, her demeanor, the way she conduct herself. That's what you need to have. So many times in life, women are taught the only thing they can use is their body. To understand women, you gotta understand like men with their want to harm somebody. This is what we fight. You have a child come to age, a young boy, he comes to age where all he thinks about is violence. All he thinks about violence, and all the woman thinks about is just, selling her body. It's the easier thing to do, especially with someone with no skills. The easier thing for a man to do who just want to harm somebody is just join the military. America does not fix broken men. They harm men on purpose to use them in the military. Right. Your entire life have just been bred just to make America keep on running and running. Your mom sent boyfriends down to molest you just because, the strip club need people 10 years down the line. That's why. It's a movie like that, man. It was a movie where they used to go and find people and harm people just to make them something 10 years down the line. That's not how I think the CIA and how they get people. What they call it, the profile. Right. They sit down and say, does his profile match the profile of damn near a serial killer? Right. Does he have the signs? Okay, let's do it. I'm convinced that that the government is making all these white fathers drunk on purpose. But they could breed children who just want to harm people. He gonna make them fight in the military. Are you think about your life being a girl at what, 7 years old, 13 years old, being molested by somebody you knew? You get to that age, you're like, well, damn. I guess my body is the only thing I have, which is why it's so important for you to gain a skill. We all should be aspiring to gain skills in life, but we don't default to the bad things. You, brother, you got into the street simply because you was violent. You got into the street simply because you was violent. That's it. You had nothing else. What the brothers in could do? Nothing. But we all have one thing in common. We all want to harm somebody. Violence. You a sister, why you got on that pole? Why you selling your body out? Because you're good at nothing. Nothing you're good at. That's why you did what you have. When the thing that God gave you, it's damn near, the thing that God gives us is damn near where we shouldn't have a default to. You assist the Lord gave you beauty. You shouldn't use that. Abuse it. You shouldn't let somebody take that away from you. Some of y'all think of beauty is just what you see in the mirror. Listen, Xerxes knew that Vashti, she wasn't beautiful. He thought so at first. He wanted to show everybody. Come look at my beautiful wife. And what happened? He found out she wasn't beautiful. Right. Found out she said, "Oh no, I'm not coming. I know I'm rich. I know we got all this, but I'm not coming." He found out she wasn't beautiful. See, most men, you find you a good man, he's not going to like you because how you look. It's going to be part of it. 65, 75, 85, 95. But that 5%, though, that 5% hold weight. That 5%, I don't know how long a man could last when he finds out you're evil. Remember, we read about how when he was appeased, meaning when he was relaxed, he thought about the things she said to him. Right. Now think about when you're mad at your husband, what you say. I could just imagine. Women have a good way of coming up with things. If y'all go to camp, y'all be uncuttable. Uncuttable. You say things, I'm like, oh, yo, hey, what you said? I gotta write that one down. Who's at camp? When your husband, he's gonna give y'all a good mood, y'all at the movies, he's having a good time. He looks at you like, damn, I love this woman, but this woman wants to hurt me. She wants to hurt me. Why? Why am I sleeping with somebody who is not my friend but an enemy? This is what you constantly have in your head. Chasing loyalty. The woman you said, you make one flesh with, but she hates you. It just leads into bad things. Now what you gonna do? You might end up trying to find it somewhere else in a world full of people who just as evil as her. Or you might just try to abuse her as much as she abused you. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 18. Then the king made a great feast unto all his princes and servants, even Esther's feast. And he made a release to the provinces and gave gifts according to the state of the king. Verse 19. And when the virgins were gathered together the second time, then Mordecai sat in the king's gate. Esther had not yet showed her kindred nor her people, as Mordecai had charged her. For Esther did the commandment of Mordecai, like as when she was brought up with him.
Now, what did Esther do? What did she do? She did what Mordecai told her to do. Right. She didn't say it. Now, why she should listen to Mordecai? How many of y'all gonna listen to somebody in your family who's poor after you made it in life? Why do she need to listen to Mordecai? Some poor Benjamite. Listen, I'm a queen now, okay? I can say what I want to say. Yes, she didn't though. She didn't. Keep going.
Verse
20.
Verse 20.
Go ahead on time too.
Verse 20.
42.
Esther had not yet showed her kindred nor her people, as Mordecai had charged her. For Esther did the commandment of Mordecai, like as when she was brought up with him.
As what?
As like as when she was brought up with him.
That's the blessing of having a good male role model. Right. You have a good father, you better listen to your father to the day you die. That's how you survive. Keep going.
Verse 21. In those days, while Mordecai sat in the king's gate, two of the king's chamberlains, Bigthan and Teresh, of those which kept the door, was wroth and sought to lay hand on King Xerxes.
Right, so these men was plotting to kill him. Like all other people in America, all these other white men that I think Trump had somebody came to his house, some in Florida, right? Trying to kill him. All these people, Charlie Kirk, God rest his soul. Listen, man, people planning on killing these men. Right. Mordecai is overheard talking. Imagine that. I give it up to Mordecai. If I heard that, I'd be like, hey, not my business. Now, y'all be seeing them social experiments? Like, what would you do? They be trying to just pick somebody up like they're kidnapping them. Hopefully that never happens to me. I'm not doing that. I'm going about my day. Mordecai, however, he's different. He heard this, and him being a wise man, he just knew that if he held this information, that it could benefit him in the long run. Keep going.
Verse 22. And the thing was known to Mordecai, who told it unto Esther the queen. And Esther certified the king thereof in Mordecai's name.
In whose name?
In Mordecai's name.
In Mordecai's name. Go ahead.
Verse 23. And when inquisition was made of the matter, it was found out. Therefore, they were both hanged on a tree. And it was written in the book of the Chronicles before the king.
Which book was this written in? It was written in their records. You see, understand it? We live in a time right now where they think the Bible was made for every single body. So we arguing over First Chronicles and Second Chronicles when it was only our records. He read it right here. Where did they write this at? They wrote this in their. What did it say? Read it again. Their records, right?
And when inquisition was made of the matter, it was found out. Therefore, they were both hanged on a tree, and it was written in the book of the Chronicles before the king.
So it was written there, right? I don't see nobody arguing over the Chronicles of Xerxes. First Chronicles, Second Chronicles, and the book of Xerxes. Right. Nobody does that. Right. You wouldn't even think that. You're like, this is made for the Persians and the Medes. Right. The same way our First Chronicles, Second Chronicles is made for us. It's not for everybody. It's our records. Keep going.
Look at Esther chapter 3, verse 1. After these things did King Xerxes promote Haman, the son of Hammedatha the Agagite, and advance him and set his seat above all the princes that were with him.
Iranian?
Verse 2. And all the king's servants that were in the king's gate bowed in reverence Haman, for the king had so commanded concerning him. But Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence. Verse 3. Then the king's servants which were in the king's gate said unto Mordecai, why transgresseth thou the king's commandments?
So what happened with Mordecai? What did he do?
He didn't bow.
Go ahead.
He didn't bow.
To who?
To Xerxes.
Mm-mm. He didn't bow to somebody else.
Oh, to what's the dude's name? Haman.
Haman. He didn't bow down to Haman. Haman's not even a king. He's just some man who got promoted. Some ICE agent.
Like Xerxes under.
He's under Xerxes. Right? And he got promoted and he was like, how about all y'all bow down to me? Right. Bow down to me. And Mordecai, like, now you start to see his personality. First he holds his information by these old boys from the snake Xerxes. Now there's one dude come and say, bow down. He's like, I ain't bowing down to nobody. You tripping. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 4. Now it came.
No, read again when I said why transgressing.
Then the king's servants which were in the king's gate said unto Mordecai, why transgresseth thou the king's commandment?
What that sounds like? That sounds like, go ahead.
So like it sounds like I was gonna say a coon.
It's right by your other hand. Hey, why are you doing this, man? Don't you know this is the law? Hey, what were you all the time? Hey, man, you can't have multiple wives, man. It's against the law. Why you going against the law? God forbid that a man wants to partake in the laws of God. I don't have that right. Imagine this. Imagine if your family member came out the closet, what you gonna say? Damn, bro. Oh, you kind of knew when you was young, bro. You knew you was young. You heard that all the time. You always hear somebody saying, "No, we knew he was gay since a young boy." God forbid a man gets another woman. They're not gonna say, "Well, he did have multiple girlfriends when he was young." We should knew all along. Right. They could have said that. Now they like, "Oh hell no, he's the devil." Right. He's the devil. Simply for doing something that him himself have a problem in doing. You don't understand the amount of courage it has for a man to do something that he was taught was wrong his entire life. What did the gay people say? They came out the closet. The feeling they like that, I can understand it. Like, God damn, you gotta do all this just to live in your truth? Right. I understand why you call it that. So much pride you gotta have. You gotta like, yeah, and you go to all your family dinners, they're like, oh, yeah, you know him. Look at he's that little cold. Why you believe in that, man? You know you grew up Baptist. Why you forsaking the King's commandments? Right. We didn't raise you like that. Well, damn, Mama, I thought we all believed in the Bible. I thought we all said that. I thought we said God loves everybody. You found out that God loves everybody. We all sinners until there's certain sins that we cannot do. Right. There's certain sins a man cannot do. Then he's the devil. You get the point. See, in our life, we're taught that we only could do things that another man decides. That's not God. A lot of people say they want to believe in God. You really don't believe in God. You're just a Republican. You believe in a, one wife, a picket fence, the 401k, no issues, a Labrador Retriever. No, you black. You probably got let me see. What's a black Republican dog? I was about to say a pit bull, but nah. Let me see. A what? A dope. That's it. Right there. That's it. We need a dog. A Doberman. Like your life, like you think that you're living a godly life. Like in your mind, you're like, man, look, I got this house. I got these. My husband got 6 figures. He's paying the bills. No issues in life. And you think God blessed you. You're not following God. You're just a conservative. Right. You believe in what white people believe in. The sad part about it is, the things that you say you believe in, you don't even follow. Right. I had to watch what happened. This a Muslim shut up in Austin. Right. And everybody, Christian, hey, the Muslims, we gotta get the Muslims out of here. I'm like, man, people know that Christians shoot up places. Right. Like Muslims and Christians, you have to understand it's the exact same religion. They both respond. They both zesty. That is a fact. They both responsible for mass killings. You know how many times they kill people in the name of God, the name of Allah, the name of Jesus? They killed them. They did all these different things. I think like 3 weeks ago, white people was mad because the New York mayor he had made an oath in the Quran. Right. Like he's a politician. He's going to lie regardless. It doesn't matter if it's a Dr. Seuss book. Right. He's going to lie. So now this Muslim man, they say he's Muslim. He shot up people in Austin. They're like, oh, these Muslims are the issue. And Muslims and Christians are the exact same people. Right. They both say they believe in something, but do not follow it. They say we believe in Jesus Christ, yet we fall short. What will Muslims say to the all merciful Allah? Right. They're doing Ramadan right now. But they still, what they do when they break their fast? They're going to smoke weed. Right. That's what they're going to do. That's what happens. They both believe in the exact same thing. However, they do it. Why? Because they taught that's what's right. You think you was a Christian because you thought that was a good religion to be in. You're a Christian because your mother decided that for you. You're a Muslim because your father decided that for you. Your entire life has been simply just doing what somebody else told you to do. You never chose nothing in your life. At all. Keep going.
Verse 4. And it came to pass, when they spake daily unto him, and he hearkened not unto them, that they told Haman to see whether Mordecai's matters would stand, for he had told them that he was a Jew. Verse 5. And when Haman saw that Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence, then was Haman full of wrath.
He was what?
He was full of wrath.
He was angry. Why?
Because Mordecai bowed down to him.
And who was he though? Where it said he knew he was what?
He knew he was a Jew.
A Jew. See, your life, they hate you simply because you are a Jew. Right. It's not because you bow down. You know how many times I see white people talk about the government? Right. Like right now, I hate America. You never see, let a white man say, I hate America. America is responsible for all this. Nobody's ever going to say, if you don't like it, leave. Nobody never tells it to a white man. It's never, you don't like it in America, just leave. See, white people have the ability to hate a thing. Right. You being a Jew, you don't have that ability. Keep going.
Verse 6. And he thought scorn to lay hands on Mordecai alone, for they had shewed him the people of Mordecai. Wherefore Haman sought to destroy all the Jews that were throughout the whole kingdom of Xerxes.
Now, this is the reason why they killed Christ. Right. This is the reason right now. I need somebody to put that scripture for me. Pull it when it says that if we don't do nothing with this man, everybody's going to believe on him. And the Romans going to take our seat. Somebody find that scripture. You have to understand, this is the reason why your grandmother hate what you're doing. Or your mom, your dad hate what you're doing. Y'all got it? I'll find it for y'all. Somebody hold this.
Yeah, I got it.
You got it? Go ahead.
Somebody. All right, this is the book of John, chapter 11, verse 48. If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him. And the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation.
Why did they hate Christ? man. These are other Jews. They hate Christ because of what?
Their seats, their position.
I need more. Based on what we read in Esther.
Because of the position that the oppressor gave.
They were scared for what the Romans might do.
Right.
They hated Christ simply because the way he conducted himself was abnormal.
Right.
So go back to Esther, read Esther 36.
Hold on one con. And he thought scorn to lay hands on Mordecai alone, for they had shewed him the people of Mordecai. Wherefore Haman sought to destroy all the Jews that were throughout the whole kingdom of Xerxes, even the people of Mordecai.
So he was going to destroy Mordecai's people simply because what Mordecai did. And that's why your grandmother hates you from being in here.
That's right.
If I could.
This is exactly what people think when we go out on the street and we say the white man's the devil. They think that all white people are going to persecute them for us saying the white man is the devil. Just like what's that man's name? Whack 100. Whack 100 was so afraid when we was getting boot kisses. He said they gonna go into the hood and start killing our grandmothers and the people in our hood because y'all are getting boot kisses. This is the exact same thing happening right there in this story.
This happened. The exact same thing. Imagine that. Now you like, I ain't got behind on nigga. Now how did they say they like though? How you think one, they know like, okay, them black men who just like me go out and say the white man's the devil, what do I have to do? I have to show white people I'm not like that. I gotta be like, not me. I gotta put a MAGA hat in my car. Just in case, not me. I love white people. Not my Jesus. Doing it for what reason? Because they're trying to survive.
Right.
Our people think going against us just to survive is the correct way. They think they're actually gonna get survival off of it. It's like, to understand, you gotta understand it like a Mexican joining ICE. If a Mexican's an ICE agent, what are they saying in their head? Rapayard?
It's like if I could, maybe ICE won't mess with me.
ICE can't mess with me if I'm an ICE agent. This is what you start getting. This is where coons come from. Coons come from people who've been abused so much, and they're taught they cannot talk about the system, or they're gonna get punished. Imagine growing up as a slave, and you talk like, man, you know the system's bad. But if you speak against it, you're going to get punished. So what can you do? You have to blame somebody. Who you blame? You blame yourself. You blame yourself. You say, oh, I got pulled over. You know what? I was speeding. It's my fault. You always want to have accountability when you shouldn't. A sick person would say, man, they beat me like I'm a dog. That's what a sick person would say. They beat me like I'm a dog. A healthy person would say, man, they beat me up. They animals, man. A healthy person will realize when they getting treated bad, the other person who's hurting them is the issue. A sick person will blame themselves. That's where coons come from. Now coons are like, man, like they hurt me, but if I speak against the system, I will not be rewarded. The only time I can get rewarded if I speak against my own people. If I speak against my own people and not get rewarded, it's that simple. I think one of the first black millionaires was just a coon. He went out there and just portrayed black people in a way that's not true to appease white people. Let's look at Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry was able to buy, what did he buy? What was that studio he bought? He bought something on acres. It was such a good black achievement. He did it by putting on a dress. He did it by destroying the image of black people. Promoting propaganda. That's how Tyler Perry was able to get what he had. And people are like, well, you know it, man. He still got it, though. We're taught that the only way we can become good in life is we tear down our image. That's the only way to come down. That way, if I want to be rich, I got to say, it's the niggas. My uncle told me this. I kid you not. My uncle said, white people got to understand. Black people don't like niggas either. That's what my uncle said. I'm like, what the hell? Black people in their mind, because their conduct, they want to say they're niggas. And saying that they believe that us being lynched, us being hanged, being called nigga was simply because of our conduct, not because of another people. Keep going. Let me hear up on this.
Yahanna, verse 7. In the first month, that is the month Nisan, in the 12th year of King Xerxes, they cast pur, that is the lot, before Haman, from day to day, and from month to month, to the 12th month, that is the month of Adar.
Okay, go to verse 13.
Verse 13.
Uh-huh.
And the letters were sent by post into all the king's provinces to destroy, to kill, and to cause to perish all Jews, both young and old, little children and women, in one day. Even
how much? What?
To destroy, to kill, and to cause perish to all Jews, both young and old, little children and women.
So why are they getting killed for? For no reason. Simply for what another man did. Meanwhile, let some other white man go shoot up a school. What they say? Nobody say, I mean, white people the issue. What they would say, oh man, he had a trouble past, man. You know?
Right.
His father abused him. Damn. When you do wrong, well, they go black people. Always do what black people do. See, we are attached to our nationality, regardless if you like it or not. We always represent our people, regardless of what we do, which is why black people feel so happy watching entertainment. I'm pretty young. It was a movie, but I always forget the name of this movie. It was a movie where this black actor, he smacked this white cop on live television. And I always hear people older than me talk about it. They say, like, when they watched it in the movie theater, they watched it, it gave them so much courage. Because it's the first time in television where a black man fought back. Now, we all looking for somebody coming to represent us. We always ignorantly tied to as a nation. Always. The bad that we do, we tied to all of us. The good we do, we tied to all of us. So when you go watch somebody make it to the league, he gets drafted, it's like you get drafted. You watch somebody become a millionaire, make it out of poverty, it's like you came out of poverty. We're always attaching ourselves to our people. And that's where our power comes from. We do this ignorantly. But now it's time to focus that. If we could focus ourselves on just being one nation, then we could actually realize that people are out to harm us. So many times in life, we taught that we have to separate from people just to make it in life. How many of y'all, when you were trying to make it in life, you realize your life is going to hell, you're like, I'm just going to take a step back. I'm going to go MIA. You go MIA for false enemies. Oh, these niggas hate me. Nigga, you don't know nobody. Nobody knows you. Who's your enemies? Oh, these niggas got me fucked up. Nobody knows you, man. You have false enemies in your head. You just need to hate somebody. And you hate yourself. Black people, we've been dying because we've been hating ourselves and learn how to love another man. Keep going.
Both young and old, little children and women in one day, even upon the 13th day of the 12th month, which is the month Adar, and to take the spoil of them for a prey. Verse 14.
A what?
And to take the spoil of them for a prey.
Go to verse 3.
This is the book of Esther, chapter 4, verse 3. And in every province, whithersoever the king's commandment and his decree came, there was great mourning among the Jews, and fasting, and weeping, and wailing, and many lay in sackcloth and ashes.
Go to verse 7.
Verse 7. And Mordecai told him of all that had happened unto him, and of the sum of the money that Haman had promised to pay to the king's treasuries for the Jews to destroy them. Also, he gave him the copy of the writing of the decree that was given at Shushan to destroy them, to shew it unto Esther, and to declare it unto her, and to charge her that she should go in unto the king to make supplication unto him, and to make requests before him for her people.
I go to verse 12. So what's happening right now? So now everybody's getting killed simply because of who they are, not because of their conduct. That's the part you gotta understand. You're not dying in the street simply because the way you act, or because you're doing crime. No, America does not care about crime. People don't care about crime. It matters who does it. You've been dying simply because what you was born into this earth as a Jew, as a child of God. That's why everybody hates you. You think people hate you simply because you was rude that day? That's why. Oh yeah, I mean, I was pretty rude that day. That's what you think white people hate you? I mean, you can't expect them. You know, we are gangbangers, and I can just understand when they lock their doors, man. I don't blame them. I lock my doors too when I go in the hood. White people do not lock their doors because you're a gangbanger.
Right.
They lock their doors simply because you're a black and Latino. That's it. And they're in constant fear of you. Why? Because white people have anxiety. White people have an anxiety that one day, if these people ever get enough courage, they might just do the right thing.
Right.
I'm old deaf. I know average white people know that, listen, if that would have happened to me in history, I wouldn't be walking around here trying to make bygones be bygones. I wouldn't do that. They in constant fear that one day these people that God chose might actually stand up and fight. And they'll be just in doing so. This is why they killed the Native Indians.
Right.
The Native Indians just welcome them in and say, you know what, we'll share the land, do what you got, do what you want to do. This is how we do, this is crop rotation, this is what we do, and yet they kill them. White people understand they don't deserve to be on this earth. They understand it in their actions.
Right.
If not, they would understand they wouldn't need to harm nobody. They in their mind believe they were so moral, good people that everybody want to be around. They would have spent so much time and effort to try to destroy you. They destroy you in a sense of like, if I don't do it to them, they would do it to me.
Right.
That's what they think constantly. However, you don't think like that. You think we're in a different time. Slavery, that's so long ago. Nigga, that's just a word. Don't let it harm you. I always think to myself, if nigga is just a word, and it shouldn't make me feel any way, then why do white people call me that when they get angry? Like, if the word had no power, wouldn't you call me something else? Like, you should call me like an egghead or some shit.
Right.
Like, call me, you know what I mean? My head big or something. But when white people get angry, they call me nigger.
Right.
Because that word still has power. I think that man, he had Tourette's syndrome. I'm guessing all white people got Tourette's syndrome now. I really believe that now. Every white man I talk to, he just say nigga like it's like you just can't help it.
Right.
But they saying it out loud because in their mind they're trying to hurt you. If slavery was so long ago, if America's not racist anymore, I shouldn't be offended when you're angry at me. Why are you choosing to say nigger? You're choosing to say it because you're trying to hurt me.
Right.
White people know that word has power. They know their history. And they're ignorant of it because white identity is rooted into the oppression of black people. You ever thought to yourself, how come white people right now are killing themselves by the thousands with all they have? But yet black people, Latino people in America, we've been through so much, but yet we're not doing the exact same thing. Because we rooted our identity in our culture,
Right.
in our oppression, the things that we go through, our food, our language. You see how powerful culture is? Culture is so powerful, it will make you fight for tomorrow. White people have no culture, and they just can't see tomorrow. They can't see it. Now imagine that. Imagine the culture that we developed in America makes us fight. Imagine if we take this, what we're learning right here today, and put it into the earth. What more it could do. Right now, the culture we have right now, it makes us just want to live for the next day. But if we take this culture that God gave us, then we will fight for the next day.
Right.
We will live for it. Keep going.
Count on 1 verse 12. And they told to Mordecai Esther's words. Then Mordecai commanded to answer Esther, think not with thyself that thou shalt escape in the king's house more than all the Jews.
Read that again.
Then Mordecai commanded to answer Esther, think not with thyself that thou shalt escape in the king's house more than all the Jews.
So what he's telling her, remember, Esther's in the highest seat possible. She's the queen. She's married to the king, Xerxes. And Mordecai is some this poor little black man that she grew up with, father figure. He's telling her, don't think because you got power now that you won't get persecuted.
Right.
Don't think just now because you're an ICE agent, being a Latino, they won't come knocking at your door. Just don't think because you got a good job now, you just a different person. You get a little bit of money, now you're different than everybody, huh? You get a little money, I ain't like them other niggas. I ain't in ghetto. You think because you call black people niggas and say they're ghetto, You think that's gonna save your life? You think when a cop pulls you over, he's gonna like, hey, what you believe in? That's what he's gonna say. They was killing these people not because of their doctrine. What's his name? Haman. I'm saying that correctly? Haman or not? Haman, he was killing people simply because they were Jews. He didn't care about what religion. You think all these Jews believe in the exact same thing? You think these Jews didn't believe in the exact same thing Haman believed in? Children, what do children believe in? Why does a child have to die? What does a child die for? How can a child be rebellious? A child dies because he has a toy gun. If our children want to die because of toy guns, then why do they sell them to Walmart? Why you go to Target, you watch toy guns? I gotta go watch some TV. Some type of what's a superhero with a gun? Anyway, Iron Man. Iron Man kills people. They do all these different things. Why come if my son wants to be an Iron Man, he has to die? My son wants to be Batman, he has to die. It's not because his conduct. It's not because he want to believe in. It's not because he voted correctly. It's not because his parents, who his parents are. It's not because the school system. Your children are dying simply because they're Jews. That's it. We're reading it right now. Keep going.
Verse 14. For if thou altogether holdest thy peace at this time, then shall their enlargement and deliverance arise to the Jews from another place.
And this is what people have to know when they're scared. Don't think right now because the person you love is doing something that you know is going to get them killed. Don't think if they stop what they're doing, that danger wouldn't arise from someplace else. They think right now, if we shut up right now and don't do nothing right now, they think that we will have no danger. Mordecai is telling Esther, don't think if you shut up right now, if you hold your mouth right now, that you won't get persecuted from another place. Imagine, we're reading this 1,000 years. This is like 1,000 years from right now. These people oppressed us. We're being oppressed right now. We couldn't flee danger. Danger, death still found us. Why? Because we're taught that we can't stand up right now. If we don't stand up right now, we be quiet, then hopefully I can escape death. You ask yourself right now, do anybody remember the time they were living during the Babylonians? You remember the time? Do you remember the time you lived during Egypt? Do you remember the time you lived during the Persians and Medes? Do you remember the cities you made during that time? You don't remember that. I bet you remember how you're getting persecuted right now. I imagine you get persecuted right now. It feels like so much pain, but you can't remember how you're getting persecuted in Egypt. To me, what? If you were to choose that day in Egypt to serve God, then you would have feel the pain today. If you choose that day during the time of the Persians and Medes to follow God, you would have feel the pain today. You got to make a decision right now. I decided in this life I would not seek peace. You have to understand. You have to have so much faith. And people talk about faith so much. You have to have so much faith that you know. And this is the beauty of understanding regeneration and the resurrection. The beauty of it is knowing that this is not my only life. If this is my only life to live, none of us would be here. If this is my only life to live, why would I do something that will put me in harm? When they say a cat has 9 lives, you have to look at your life like that. I have 9 lives. You think that if you just try to be scared in this life, you wouldn't risk your other life. Imagine you got 9 lives, you in your first life, like, well, I'm not going to really risk this life because I have 8 other lives. Right. Just to find out, because the decision you made in that life, you died 10 times over again. Not knowing the time that you chose to sacrifice your life right now might be the only life you have to sacrifice. That's what we're fighting for right now. We're fighting for a time where I made it in my mind, this is the time I will not seek happiness. This is a life where I will not seek peace if I could get it in my next life. You think imagine being born back into the earth in the kingdom of heaven. You would never feel pain. You would never feel sadness. You would just be experiencing the fruits of the labor you put down in another life. That's the reward. The faith is doing something in this life. Even if I die, I'm gonna get a reward in the next life. That's something that nobody can do. In this life, you fight for something that any man can have. You ask yourself right now, what's something that you can fight for that Elon Musk cannot get? I'm fighting for something that Elon Musk will never have. That's the resurrection to life. Elon Musk cannot have that. He can have any car I buy, he can have any house I buy, but he cannot have the resurrection to life. So you make your mind up right now, are you going to experience pain for a little moment to get life later? Or are you going to risk your life right now so your children's lives will never feel pain? Will you till the ground right now so your children will never have to till the ground? You today, you have to make your mind up, am I going to be the one who's going to break the generational curse? Am I going to be the one that my grandmother never has to be weak again? Your grandmother, your grandfather, your mom, your dad, they're weak today because you never chose a decision for yourself. Somebody has to do it. I'm not expecting my grandmother or my grandfather to be strong. I'll be strong. I'm not expecting my grandmother, grandfather to come and risk their life. I'll risk it. That's how life works. It takes one man out of a family to change the world. You got to look about white people and their founding fathers. A statue of just white people. They made a decision today. I'm going to do what I have to do just so my children can live. Now you look at the fruits right now. You look at what all those men did. How come that can't be you? How come it can't be you, even though how much riches you have? You sit in the King's Palace. You have a good job. A lot of y'all went to college, got a good job, good degree, make a lot of money. How come you can't choose to follow God even when you shouldn't? How come you can't do that? Because you're selfish. You're naive. You're ignorant. You think right now, your life, the only thing that matters in life is your life. To seek true happiness in life, if you really want to open your mind from being free, you will live your life for another brother's needs, for another sister's needs. Esther had no reason to do what Mordecai told her to do because she had everything in life. There's nothing she could have asked her husband that she could not receive. Yet she realized that there's other people out there that used to be like me. If you really want to conquer fear, if you want to conquer depression, then you have to dedicate your life to make sure that nobody ever feels depression like you had. Nobody ever gets scared like you got. You're still dealing with depression because some man come and molested you when you was 8 years old. You live your life, you live your life to make sure that no man ever molests another 8-year-old again. You better make sure that no man creates another one of you. You got to become an advocate for it. And that's what the death of Jesus Christ did for all of us. Jesus Christ was an advocate. We lost our brother, now we're advocates for life. Imagine somebody, before you speeding, you don't care about the speed limit. Let you lose somebody from speeding. Let you lose a child from speeding. You will become an advocate from stopping people from speeding. That's what you have to do. And this is what Mordecai told Esther. He told Esther this. Don't think just because you're sitting in the high seat that you got to forget about all of us. Your people are dying. You're living, but we are dying. You should be sad. Keep going.
For if thou altogether holdest thy peace at this time, then shall their enlargement and deliverance arise to the Jews from another place. But thou and thy father's house shall be destroyed. And who knoweth whether thou art come to the kingdom for such a time as this?
Who knoweth? Who's to know that the reason why you're here right now is not for a divine mission that God has you on? Who's to say the reason you grew up the way you did is not because God wants to get glory in you? I've heard so many times about people saying, man, I just wish I grew up with the correct parents. I wish I became the truth when I was 5. I was born to the truth. Who knows that God didn't make you like that to become the thing you have to become? Right. Who's to say that the life you live is not the life that God wanted you to have? Everything you deal with in life, who's to say that God put you in that position to use that for your advantage? Mordecai is telling Esther right now, you're the queen. Do you not even think in your head that God put you in this position to do something for the better? We should all live our life right now. We should all live our life right now saying, man, I got this good job. Why did God give me this good job? Why did God put me in this position? Oh, I got the skill sets. How come God gave me the skill sets? You never think to yourself, how can this be used to benefit others? Mordecai is teaching this to Esther, and she understood it. Keep going.
Verse 15. Then Esther bade them return Mordecai this answer. Verse 16. Go rather together all the Jews that are present in Shushan, and fast ye for me, and neither eat nor drink 3 days, night or day.
Why is Esther telling everybody else to fast for her?
So like it says, because she's about to do something that she about to do something that is such a hard thing for her to do. She's asking if they could be with her and go through it with her.
And well said. Don't you understand that's how important family is? And I'm not talking about family with people you grew up with. I'm talking about the family here right now. So many times you think in life that we got to pick up on your mannerisms, like an animal. You know how many times you know how people speak about pain? You walk up in this room, you like, it's all grunt. You wait for somebody to say, hey, what's going on with you? You good? You're gonna be like, yeah, I'm good. I gotta ask 3 times to find out what's really wrong with you. How come we just can't all come together like, man, you know what, I'm dealing with this thing right now. Man, I'm sick. I'm battling cancer. I gotta go to the doctor tomorrow. They say I might have cancer. You don't want nobody to know that. You think that robbing us of being there for you is better for us. I'm here so I could be there for you. She understood that. And listen, I'm gonna go do something for all of us. I need y'all to fast for me. You and brothers sisters in the school, don't hide anything you're going through. You're going through a time, you're sad, let all of us know. We'll fast with you. We'll pray for you. We will join you in your suffering. You have cancer, we all have cancer. You're sick, we all sick. I won't rest until I know that you're healthy. Esther's saying, listen, I'm gonna go do something for all of us. Listen, y'all partake in the exact same suffering that I'm gonna partake in. I'm gonna need your courage. I'm gonna need your strength. I'm gonna need that you back me by this. How many times if y'all knew that somebody was backing you, you would have did something? If I knew that you said you was there for me, I didn't want to go do it. Most of us just find somebody who's just there for us. Esther knew that, man, if y'all going fast for me, I could do this thing with no problem. Because if y'all fast for me, then I know that y'all with me. A sacrifice proves who your friends are. Doing something that you don't want to do is something that you should see if that's my friend or not. Most of y'all have friends because y'all both do what y'all both want to do. How many people became friends with people today? Y'all childhood friends because y'all stole something together? Stole something together, right? You caught a lick together? You robbed somebody? Most people are friends because they smoke weed together. You have nothing in common. You just smoking weed together. You stop smoking weed, you look back, you look at him like, damn, what we have in common? What you gonna do for me? In the world, I can never understand this. In the world, you have homeboys who's going to sleep the same woman that you're sleeping with. They're going to do it. And y'all gonna be tight. Y'all gonna be tight. You don't have real friends. You built your friends off of things that, y'all just both agreed that y'all going to do whatever y'all want to do. And today time, you have friends right now, they fight each other. You have a disagreement, like, hey, bro, let's just fight, bro. 30 seconds. I'm like, damn, what's that supposed to prove? You just want to harm each other. How about, hey, bro, we got an issue with each other. How about we both put pain upon ourselves to teach us a lesson? How about let's not harm each other? How about we just realize we shouldn't do this again? You know what fasting does? And anytime if you want to get stronger, what would you do? If you want to get a stronger bench press, what do? You work out your bench press. You want a stronger chest, you work out your chest. You want a stronger back, you work out your back. How did you get a stronger mind? Where does discipline come from? Discipline comes from your mind. How you get a stronger mind? By neglecting your body the things that it needs. If I know I can survive without something that I need to have, then the things I want to have are easy. That's what fasting is supposed to teach you. Fasting is supposed to be a sacrifice you make. No pain, no gain. That's the thing that the Lord is supposed to teach you. If you want something from me, I think about all the prophets the Lord sent visions to. We talk about Daniel. We talk about, what's the brother name? Ezra. Ezra fast. And after he fasted, the Lord sent him visions, and he got sick after. He got sick after the visions of things the Lord revealed unto him. And In your mind, you think that serving God has to be some good old jolly thing. It's pain. It's pain. Why? Because the sufferings that we feel right now are not going to amount to the glory and joy we're going to feel later. You won't even remember it. Like, damn, shit, we was oppressed? Slavery? For real? Keep going.
Count on the one time. And neither drink, it's like you neither eat nor drink 3 days, night or day. I also in my maidens will fast likewise. And so will I go in unto the king, which is not according to the law. And if I perish, I perish. Verse 17. So Mordecai went his way and did according to all that Esther had commanded him.
Go to chapter 5, verse 11. We're going to close in tomorrow, right?
Oh, okay.
Is the same thing? Same thing tomorrow? What time we at?
Hour and 25.
Hour 25? Okay.
It's the book of Esther, chapter 5, verse 11. And Haman told them of the glory of his riches and the multitude of his children and all the things wherein the king had promoted him, and how he had advanced him above the princes and servants of the king.
Now to fast forward, right? What happened was that Mordecai, remember what he did about telling Esther about what he did to those two people who were trying to snake Xerxes.
Right.
What they did was they wrote that into the Chronicles of the Kings. So now the king, Xerxes, he's reading about, just reading his records. He's like, damn, who that? Somebody saved my life, I didn't know who this man is. The man was Mordecai. They brought Mordecai in, and he gave Mordecai reverence. Like, man, I appreciate you, man. You saved my life. I'm just not happy about it. I have X, Y, and Z. Right? So now, Haman, remember, he's the prince right under Xerxes. He got promoted. He's talking to his family. He got all the word like, man, how you doing? Like, man, listen, man. Esther, she invited me in. She only invited me and the king. I seen all the things of the queen. I had a good day. They promoted me. I had a good thing happen today. This is Haman talking to his family. Keep going.
Count on the one con. Didn't let no man come in with the king until the banquet that she had prepared but myself. And tomorrow am I invited unto her also with the king.
So she's saying the queen loved me, I guess. Right. Listen, the king and queen, they both mess with me, dog. I mean, life is good. I got all this bread. Her mom was a rich man too. I'm talking about Elon Musk rich.
Right.
Rich man, he's invited to a place only the king can see. The queen's giving him reverence. All these different things. He's coming to his family like, yeah, man, we're going pretty good, man. And this is what he says after this. Go ahead.
Verse 13. Yet all this availeth me nothing, so long as I see Mordecai the Jew sitting at the king's gate.
Meaning he's seeing all this, but what's the thing that he can't get over?
Mordecai being
seeing Mordecai. This is what you have to understand about your oppressor. He hates you more than he loves himself.
right.
He hates you more than he loves himself. What more do he want? He's having all these different things. Imagine what will make your life happy. Imagine all your issues right now. I bet all your issues right now is simply because of money. That's it. Would it be like money don't solve, don't get happiness? You in your head like, yeah, I bet that's a lot.
Right.
I got bills. The bills is making me sad. I need money to fix my bills. You get you some money. Let somebody see your $100K in your account. Boom. You like, hey, put a cold drive on me. Hey, we finna go eat. We having a good life. Now imagine all these things that white people got going on. Remember, I want y'all to pay attention to this. White people dominate damn near every single job field in America. They dominate economically. They dominate the education. They dominate every single thing. The damn Supreme Court, politicians, mayors, CEOs, billionaires, millionaires, they're all virtually white. But in 2026, they're saying that white people are being oppressed. Why? Read that again.
Come. Yet all this availeth me nothing.
I have all this. America was built for me. Black people was enslaved for me. New Deal programs was passed for me. The land rush, the gold rush, oppressing black people. They redlined them so I could get a good house. The GI Bill gave to my father. They didn't give it to black people. They segregate black and white people. For so long, people thought that, we just wanted to drink out of white water fountains. Are you kidding me? You think that's why black people was mad? Black people was mad because they had black water fountains that did not work. That's why they was angry. White people experienced their entire life being tended to. Anything that white people cried about, they received. And in 2026, black people are still alive. None of that avails to anything. As long as you live, as long as you prosper, as long as you fight to survive, white people will always be angry. Every single oppressor will always be angry. We're reading it about the Persians and the Medes, but Haman, he sent a decree to go and kill you for no reason. Imagine somebody reading the decree and it says that I need you to go and kill all black and Latinos for no reason. They go out and do it. There's no reason they need to kill you. They're just doing it because it brings them joy to see you suffer. The only thing that could give a white man happiness on earth is the harm of you and your people. That's the only thing that could have gave Haman happiness. He was a rich man, the highest of everybody, right underneath the king. But the only thing that could bring him happiness is seeing Mordecai and his brethren die. That's it. Keep going.
Count on Khan. Yeah, all this availeth me nothing so long as I see Mordecai the Jew sitting at the king's gate. Verse 14. Then says Zeresh his wife and all his friends unto him, let a gallows be made of 50 cubits high.
His what?
Then said Zeresh his wife and all his friends unto him.
See, you sisters have to be. I pray to God that our sisters become just as racist as white women. Like our sisters got to get a little bit more grimy when it comes down to racism. White women are beating us in racism. You think about all the time, like, oh, white women ain't like white men. White women are backing white men when it comes down to racism. His wife suggested this. Remember, he's sad about this. He's like, hey, look, babe, and just build the gallows, some hang them. You have to be like that when it comes down to the show. You got to be a sister. Hey, listen, man, the white man, the devil. You got to be just as much of a monster as them. You have to make your forehead thicker than their foreheads, stronger than their foreheads. You have to become a monster to beat a monster. This is what we're dealing with. Imagine your husband going out to fight against a man who has his wife backing him. Imagine that. When he goes home, his wife thinks just like he thinks. When your husband comes home, his wife is trying to get him out of this. You go out and fight the world, you come home, and the person you're supposed to be one flesh with is telling you that this is not what you need to do. When he's doing this, when he dedicated his life to sacrifice himself for the betterment of his family. For so long, some people I laugh at this all the time. Some people want their husbands to start investing. You ever heard that? Listen, man, we gotta get our investments right, man. We gotta start putting into this crypto. When he's living a life that's built on investments. The life we're living right now is the biggest investment you can ever make. It is a guaranteed investment. You look at any other stock market, cryptocurrency, anything like that, you put your money into, it's not guaranteed it shall go up. It's not guaranteed that you will cash in. It's not guaranteed that Dogecoin will hit. It is guaranteed though. If I sacrifice my life on behalf of God's people, then I will get a reward. It is guaranteed. That's something that I can't bet my last bottom dollar on. The question is, do you believe it? Do you believe that doing this will make you better than Elon Musk? Doing this will make you better than Donald Trump? Doing this thing that we do right here, that everybody laughs at, will this be the thing that in the world to come, people will regret not doing? I want to have a life that when people see me, they regret not doing the thing that I did and they can never do it. We're living in a life right now where, think about it like slavery. Think about those plantation owners and what they did. Right. The things they left to their sons, no other people could do right now. Think about what's a rich family? Rothschild, Crazy white family. The what? Oh my goodness. Listen, you can't do what they did. The things they did is because they made a sacrifice 100 years ago.
Right.
You be the person who make a sacrifice right now so your children can live a life that nobody else could obtain because they father sacrificed in a world that does not exist anymore. You're going to get a reward in the world to come because of a world you live in that does not exist. It's going to happen. Keep going. What time we at right now?
Hour 36.
Hour what?
36.
All right. We got to teach tomorrow too, right?
Okay.
All right, give my last scripture. Where we at?
Esther 5:14, sir.
All right, give me I'll start at verse 6. Chapter 6.
Okay. This is the book of Esther, chapter 6, verse 6.
Start at verse. Yeah, read that. Read that. Verse 3. Verse 3.
Verse 3. And the king said, what honor and dignity had been done to Mordecai for this? Then said the king's servants that ministered unto him, there was nothing done for him. And the king said, who is in the court? Now Haman was come into the outward court of the king's house to speak unto the king to hang Mordecai on the gallows that he had prepared for him. And the king's servant said unto him, behold, Haman standeth in the court. And the king said, let him come in. So Haman came in, and the king said unto him, what shall be done unto the man whom the king delighted to honor? Now Haman thought in his heart, to whom would the king delight to do honor more than to myself? Like,
so now, Haman right now, the king talking to Haman like, listen, man, like, I'm not gonna honor this person. Haman's so full of himself, he's like, oh, he must be talking about me. And like, imagine you say right there, you looking, they bring the oil around, you're like, oh shoot, this about to be my day. I'm about to get a rate raise today. I see the oil. Oh shoot, I've been doing this, I've been doing that. The oil for somebody else that you did not expect. Oh shoot. Man, that brother has been working down. I'm so full of myself thinking that I'm the only one that could be anointed. I'm so full of myself thinking that this world revolves around me. Haman had this. Haman said, well, damn, the king, he's going to go and give all these presents and give to this person. He has to be talking about me. And who was he talking about? He was talking about Mordecai. He went to go and give gifts for Mordecai, and Haman had to give them to him. Don't you know that the Lord can make your life like that? Don't you know there's going to come a time where the kings and princes of this earth are going to bring gifts for you? Right. They're going to bring their children on their arms to come and serve you. They're going to serve you so good because the things they did to make sure they never serve you is the reason why they will have to serve you. Right. Their reward is going to be put upon their own head. You cannot fight against God. When you want to go and fight, you have to ask yourself, am I going against God's will? If I want to fight against my husband, if you're a man out there, you're like, man, I just want to fight against my wife. I'm just doing this for no reason. I'm a horrible excuse for a man. You have to ask yourself, am I fighting against her or am I fighting against God's will? That's what we should look at everything. Am I fighting against him or am I fighting against God's will? We know the destiny and faith of our enemy because they fought against God's will. Don't be somebody who joins them in the burial because you fought against God's will. How about we all dedicate our lives to God's will? How about we sacrifice our happiness for a short time where we will never feel depression and sadness again for a long time? How about we do that for a little bit? Our enemy's going to suffer. You have to choose for yourself. Are you going to join in rejoicing and happiness watching your enemy pay? Or are you going to be right there with your enemy? Imagine suffering with the hands of your enemy or you never obtain what your enemy had. I just think about how many poor Black and Latinos are going to die in the day of the Lord, and they never even achieved the thing they fought so hard for. They're never going to experience it. People are going to die poor. Right. Die poor, achieving something that only white people could achieve in this world. White people could do something in this life that you cannot do. White people could commit crime. White people could go against God. White people could place Shaitan in the earth right now. You can't. You're going to die poor. You're going to die with AIDS, HIV. You're going to die alcoholic. Why? Because you spent your entire life trying to obtain something that God does not want you to have. Your rewards will be put upon your own head. You spend so much time hating black and Latinos. Why in the hell would you rule with them?
Right.
I always used to hear about black people trying to talk about making it the kingdom of heaven, but they hate other people. Don't you know the kingdom of heaven is going to be filled with people that you say you're going to hate?
Right.
You're going to be filled with people that you said you're going to hate. Imagine saying that, man, I just can't do it, man. You know me, I'm just a lone wolf. I'm just a lone wolf, bro. I really don't, I'm just not good. I'm not a people person. You heard that?
Yeah.
Nigga, if you're not a people person, then you're not going to be in the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
You're not. It's newsflash. It's going to be filled with people.
Right.
It's going to be filled with people. How about you learn how to be a people person? I hate hearing things about what I'm not. Who said that? I'm not a sober person. What else said? Listen, man, I'm just a murderer.
Right.
So you say in your head like I'm just, listen, man, I'm just an alcoholic. Okay, that's cool. Until I say I'm a murderer.
Right.
So when it comes down to sin, sin is so selfish. That's the root of sin, being so selfish. Because in your mind, you could commit sin because you never think to yourself that somebody else could commit sin too.
Right.
Listen, my sin is not being an alcoholic. My sin is being a murderer. That's my sin. What if my sin is being a thief? Now I'm going to harm you. See, they think the law is done away with. We don't want to do all these things because they're so worried about their lust and their desires, not thinking about the lust and desires of another person. Which is why we all have to come together and realize we have to just serve one law.
Right.
Regardless of how it makes us feel.
Right.
And then one day, we keep doing it and doing it again. And one day we will say, man, listen, I am a people person.
Right.
Listen, man, I'm not an alcoholic. You would say it because you spend so much, all your lives living in this culture that was made for you.
Right.
Today you say you're an alcoholic, you're a drug addict. Why? Because you live in the culture of that. Now you're going to say, how to give the money, man. You better get it. Listen, we're fighting to be products. Listen, we want to be products of our environment. We want to be in the kingdom of heaven, and we want to be products of our environment. How about we worry about changing our environment?
Right.
How about we put the kingdom of heaven on earth as it is in heaven?
Right.
And it starts by doing it right now. The kingdom of heaven is going to be men with the kingdom of heaven inside them, ruling on earth. That's all it is. America is being ran not because of a flag, because you have people who say they're Americans. Rome ruled because you have people who said they were Romans.
Right. Israel
will rule because you have people who declared they are the true Jews and Israelites of the Bible. Israel will rule. You got to choose, man. And with that, I'm going to stop right there because we still got teaching tomorrow, all right? Any questions in the room? Go ahead.
Salaya, sir, what you said was so heavy about sacrificing what we have right now for a better future. And I seen Captain Katazan made a post that Haman was an Agagite. He literally descended from Agag, who was supposed to be dead because of what King Saul didn't do. And he went all the way to, since King Saul didn't make that sacrifice that the Lord told him to do, now today they're still ruling America.
Listen, I'll get right by the other hand. We're still suffering because of what Adam did.
Right.
Don't you know? How do you know that you're not the man that God would judge life off of? How do you know that your decision right now would kill another man?
Right.
How don't you know that you're on a divine mission? See, Adam was on a divine mission. It so happened that because of the decision he made from being so selfish, it caused all of us death. Imagine the life we live. How do you know that God didn't choose you? And the decision you make he would judge your kids off of.
Right.
Listen, who was it? Saul didn't kill the Amalekites.
Right.
Now, Haman came to about. You better keep that in mind when the Lord tells you to do something and you don't do it.
Right.
The person that might be in your way is a person that should never even been in this timeline. We've been living in a timeline for the decisions we made.
Right.
That's it. Remember this. Remember when Saul, he had to go, he didn't kill a Amalekite simply because he said this is what the people want.
Right.
Who the hell cares about your mom?
Right.
You think I care about what your mom thinks is the best? Our mothers, our fathers, our family members, our cousins, aunties, uncles is the reason why we have to grow up with an alcoholic mother.
Right.
Because I thought what was best for her. She told me what was best. I lived my life because of her. Now what are you? And I gotta bury my mom for what she lived up. What she amounted to? Amounted to nothing. She died for nothing simply because I thought she was right. I did what the people said instead of what God said.
Right.
And we all live like that, man. And we wouldn't even have to worry about, trauma. Hopefully in the kingdom of heaven, trauma will be a word that we have to erase out of the dictionary.
Right.
I'm praying for the day that certain words go extinct in the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
Certain words, you know how they have an urban dictionary? I pray to God that white people would develop an urban dictionary and they would have words in there like oppressed,
Right.
sadness, depression, anxiety. I want those words to leave all vocabulary and enter the vocabulary of white people. Right. That's what we want. We want a time where we will really know what joy is. We want a time where when the kingdom of heaven comes, then we will unlock a new emotion. I'm convinced there's certain emotions that we never unlocked yet.
Right.
I'm convinced that when Christ comes down with the angels, that we will unlock a new emotion that we have to give a new name to. That's what's going to happen. And all our names that we had, all our slang, we won't let other people take it.
Right.
Now it's their time to become black. It's their time to become Latinos. It's their time to become niggas. You see white people right now saying, I'm a nigga. Listen, white people can have nigga.
Right.
But we got to give it meaning, though. We got to give it meaning. We probably gotta whoop them like they whooped us.
Right.
To give it meaning. White people would develop a culture off of oppression, just like we did.
Right.
That's what we're doing, all right? That's it? Any more in the room? Any more? All right. You sure?
Like it, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I would have one more thing on that.
All right.
And not to harp on King Saul, but
Mm-hmm.
if King Saul would have wiped out the Amalekites, Jeffrey Epstein would have never existed either.
Good night. Listen, good man. I can just imagine how much. Listen, you white people out there, listen, you better make sure that black and Latino do the will of God. I know white people hate Jewish people right now. If you white people out there, you hate Jewish people so much, then you better make sure you let the world know that black and Latinos are the real Jews who come to the Bible. That's all you gotta do. All right. What's that? That's security now.
Hey.
It's the ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, start at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. We find in the book of Numbers, chapter 18 and verse 21, and Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashra, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. We got tomorrow with the closing of the feast of Purim. And last thing, if anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pant, headband, and scarf. With that, I pass the class back over to Officer 1000 Godion.
Shabbat, Mayu, Barak. With that, class is finished.